Alright guys, it looks like we are back. Let's talk about Shiba Inu again. Now, have you asked yourself, why are people pouring billions into Shiba Inu lately? This has actually been a phenomenal month for Shiba Inu. You may have noticed that SHIB started the month of October with a market cap of 3 billion, and now in just a couple of weeks it's attracted $15 billion worth of investor confidence. Now, this confidence has caused the token to surge past blockchain giants such as Chainlink, Avalanche, Uniswap, and even Terra recently. Now today what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer you a unique perspective into Shiba Inu and show you why the market suddenly has such confidence in Shiba Inu. Welcome back to SHIB Planet, everyone. This is Ace. Today I'm going to give you some unique insight into how long-term investors are viewing Shiba Inu. This is going to help you understand why institutional money has started taking up positions in SHIB. Alright guys, let's get right to it. This over here, I've prepared a visual snapshot of most of the major top 50 cryptos which are on the planet according to CoinMarketCap. Now guys, did you know that as of this moment, the combined market cap of the top 50 is actually a little over $2.4 trillion as of this moment? I simply got this by just going to CoinMarketCap and adding up all of the cryptos which are listed there. And these top 50, they actually represent 92% of all the global crypto market. And if you zoom out a little bit further, you actually find that they all fall broadly into these following 5 categories. Firstly, I'll call the first category monetary or currency. This is pretty much where Bitcoin and all its cousins sit. Bitcoin, it's a store of value, and it's being accepted as a medium of exchange. So from my viewpoint, this is the primary and probably the ultimate purpose of cryptocurrency. Secondly, you're going to find that in this category, I call this blockchain technology or blockchain infrastructure. It also includes scaling solutions. Here you're going to find the bulk or the majority of most crypto projects in the top 50. They include Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, the Binance Smart Chain, Polkadot, AVAX, and so forth. And you'll also find supporting mechanisms like Chainlink and Polygon in there. I'll add them into this category. Another category are applications. Now, this is where you're going to find decentralized exchanges like Uniswap and PancakeSwap, and you're also going to find DeFi protocols like this Aave protocol here. I'll also add in Axie Infinity because it's an NFT gaming application. And I'm also going to include this additional category here called of stable coins. As you know, there's USDC and Tether. And finally, seemingly as if they're out of place, and here are the so-called meme coins or meme tokens of Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. Now, all of these categories, they sum up the areas where cryptos, they add value. Now, outside of Bitcoin, the majority of attention actually goes into blockchain technology, and understandably so, because this is where the infrastructure on which the inevitable future of cryptocurrency is going to run. And most of these projects here, they're vying for dominance in the areas of speed, scalability, and sustainability. And this is why their use cases are so obvious. Now, the applications cryptos over here, they're also their use case is also obvious because people actually use these apps every day to swap tokens, to borrow, to lend, to earn interest, and of course to play blockchain games. But what about meme coins? Now, let me show you how investors are looking at this category. First, at face value, community tokens, they're actually excellent at attracting new investors into the crypto space. Many people are actually interested in investing, but you're going to find that they're actually put off by the implied risk and volatility of crypto. Also, people, they actually find it hard to relate, at least in terms of categories, they find it hard to relate to blockchain tech cryptos, and that's because of a lot of the concepts they're new to people, and they can actually be quite confusing. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to read a white paper from any of these projects. They're often written by developers, and they're actually understood by people who are seasoned in the crypto space. And as for these applications here, you'll find that a MetaMask wallet is actually not as intuitive as you'd think. The user experience often deters newcomers from venturing into this territory at all. And that's where the beauty of community tokens come in, because these two projects, Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, they actually place no demands other than just being part of a community and hoping for the moon. And that's fundamentally what all crypto is for. And now let me tell you the magic of Shiba Inu. Did you know that in its fully realized ecosystem, Shiba Inu, it's actually the only one which actually has its foot in all five categories at once. And that's important to note. Out of all the cryptos in the top 50, Shiba Inu actually has a foot in each of these categories. Now, let me explain to you what I mean by a fully realized ecosystem. Shiba Inu, it's actually an ecosystem of native tokens and utility applications, and all of these they work together to bring value to holders. Now, as an application, like in this application category, as most of you know, ShibaSwap it launched a decentralized exchange platform in ShibaSwap, and here this is where users can swap tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. They can provide liquidity and earn rewards. They can stake the native tokens of the Shiba Inu ecosystem and earn bi-weekly rewards in multiple currencies. And right now, there's actually a mechanism where all these rewards can be claimed at once to save on gas fees. And ShibaSwap, it actually launched with a TVL of close to 2 billion in July. And currently it holds a TVL of close to about 400 million, which is actually phenomenal for a project which has just started. And on ShibaSwap, there's actually a set of 10,000 NFTs called Shiboshis, and these were recently released, and they became the number two in volume traded on their very first day, just recently. And this beat giants such as the CryptoPunks and Bored Apes. And some Shiboshis they actually sold for 50 ETH. There's one, if you have a look, it actually sold for 50 ETH, even though the floor price is currently rising pretty fast. I think it's maybe about 1.1 ETH at the moment, and that's several hundred percent higher than when they were sold. Now, in addition to that, Shiboshis, they're going to be part of an NFT game. This NFT game is actually under development at the moment. It's under development with a AAA studio, according to Shaitoshi, and this, it actually may have the potential to perform better in the long term than Axie Infinity, particularly if Shiba Inu can continue to leverage off the power of its viral nature and community. And at full scale, the intention of ShibaSwap um, is actually to become the best, according to the Wolf paper, the best decentralized ecosystem on the planet. And that means that it has the intention to flip even Uniswap. And I personally think this is certainly possible because once because essentially ShibaSwap and Uniswap, as far as the swap mechanism is concerned, they're actually identical from a code point of view, and it'll be interesting to see what happens there. So now, in the areas of blockchain technology, Shiba Inu it's actually scheduled to complete its layer two blockchain solution, Shibarium, probably very soon. Hopefully this year, if not, then early next year. And as you know, layer two solutions, it's expected to eliminate the gas fee dilemma. And this blockchain it's likely going to rival the likes of Polygon. And the best thing is that the native applications such as ShibaSwap and any NFT minting which takes place, it's going to happen a lot faster and possibly be gas free. And that's going to make the use case of Shiba Inu products a lot stronger, particularly as the you know more adoption seems to come along. Also, did you guys know that there's also a stable coin in Shiba Inu, and the stable coin is pegged at 1 cent, and at least it will be pegged at 1 cent. The primary purpose of the Shiba Inu stable coin, which will be called the SHI coin, is going to be as the main transactional currency for a ambitious project which is called ShibaNet, and that's going to be released sometime next year. ShibaNet is basically a platform which is built on NFT technology, and it's going to allow business to be able to trade goods and services and to accurately track royalties. And Shaitoshi says that once it's launched, this product this has the intention to be able to disrupt all industries. So it'll be quite interesting to see how that goes. I have an idea because there is a particular use case of NFTs which is quite underutilized at the moment, and I do believe that's what the Shiba Inu developers are looking to do. Now, you see, guys, like there's a reason why Shiba Inu started building a community first. It's because communities they have the ability to bring about change, and you know because of Shiba Inu's community, virtually everything which we've launched has been quite successful, particularly on its first few days. And this is going to be like magnified, especially that Shiba Inu now has a much bigger global profile. And finally, currency. In this area of currency, Shiba Inu is actually a deflationary token, and the community is actually actively involved in burning tokens through a variety of means, such as you know including the utility itself, which I've explained in previous videos. Also, did you know that Shiba Inu is actually a medium of exchange as well? And just for basically everyday items. Several businesses at the moment, they currently accept Shiba Inu as payment all across the world. And even, I think in Argentina, it was reported that a large real estate company has started accepting property payments in SHIB. So anyway, that's pretty much that. So all of this utility is actually secondary to what investors are seeing about SHIB, because according to this on-chain metrics report, which was published by Crypto.com, this was their conclusion at the end of their report, which was released in July of this year. They concluded that altcoin adoption in 2021 was likely spurred by the influx of new users who were interested in tokens like SHIB token and Dogecoin, among others. And that's pretty interesting. But the unique thing about Shiba Inu is that it attracted new users, and then it immediately exposed them to all the major categories of cryptocurrencies. And all of that happened in just one ecosystem. Okay, you can check this out. This is my current Shiba Inu ecosystem portfolio. It has grown by several 100% through a mix of holding, staking, and yield farming, and holding 2 NFTs. And I would have actually never done any of this if I wasn't exposed to Shiba Inu. And I think other holders also have various versions of the experience which I've had. And this is the kind of experience investors are putting their confidence in, particularly institutional investors. So basically, if Dogecoin could get to a 90 billion market cap earlier this year, and it's an inflationary coin with virtually no utility beyond being a currency, then surely a vibrant community token which has world-class relevant problem-solving utility can do the same. And that's pretty much what we're counting on. Anyway, let's wrap this up with a simulation. And here's what I think is a possible scenario. I've pretty much set my simulator to the current price as of right now. Shiba Inu is doing really well, holding a market cap of 15 billion, currently trading at about 39. We've been hitting a lot of resistance at the 40 mark. Anyway, to move on, I think if Bitcoin continues to rise, which it will, and the market sentiment towards Shiba Inu continues to improve, then Shiba Inu could flip Dogecoin possibly, very possibly, by sometime in November. And in order to do that, all I'll just do is I'll just drag this to see if we can get to at least early 30s. Yeah, I do think it's by sometime in November, we should be able to double our market cap at any point in November and flip Doge, because Doge is currently sitting at about 32, maybe 34 billion market cap. And I personally think this is possible because SHIB has already grown by 12 billion in just 3 weeks. And if it continues at the same growth rate, then a 30 billion market cap is well within the realm of possibility. Also, SHIB has proven to be very resilient, almost to the point of recovering from a price drop today after Elon Musk's negative tweet. And that's actually a good sign because our recovery shows that Shiba Inu actually doesn't need him to pump it, just like Doge does. And I'll just carry on with the simulation. So I think in December, there's actually in a good case scenario, if Bitcoin gets to about 100K, Shiba Inu could even double and hit maybe 60K, particularly because in that environment, if Bitcoin gets to about 100K, a lot of people will be periodically taking their profits, and as what happens in bull cycles, when people take their profits, they tend to put them into other projects. So I'm banking on that to happen quite a bit for Shiba Inu. So I'm just gonna add just an amount here. So see, at some point in time, it'll be a good scenario if we can get to 60 billion. This is just a perfect scenario. If this was to happen, but obviously it's just a simulation. If that's to happen, we would have eaten a zero, and at a 60 billion market cap, anyone holding close to half a million SHIB would have close to 80K, and that's pretty awesome. And I'm also banking on an announcement from Robinhood, a listing from Robinhood to happen anytime between now and December, as well as additional announcements concerning additional utility within the Shiba Inu ecosystem, such as Shibarium. Anyway, that's probably enough for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys are interested in running your own simulations similar to what I've done, as you know, I'll leave a link to the in the description to the set of calculators which I use. As you know, I've got a full set of the full Shiba Inu ecosystem, including charts, as well as a full simulator for Bitcoin, which has data all the way up until about 2028, and charts as well, and as well as an open simulator. So I'll leave a link in the description below for those of you who are interested. And the link also has a video which you could possibly watch. It has a demo where I think it's about 15 minutes where I pretty much show you how that works out. So anyway, thank you so much for watching once again, guys. Shiba Inu is awesome. This is Ace. Peace.